quite a while since I checked in. It's been at least 2 weeks. It's just been a big waiting game for me. So basically, of course, Sav wants to come in the video. So basically, I had my endometrial scrape. Let me just tell you about that real quick. It was awful. It was super painful. It was a lot worse than the HSG test. It felt like probably the worst cramping I've ever felt in my life. My husband did come, so I had him there to hold my hand, which obviously made things a lot better. So basically, after my procedure, the doctor informed me that they would contact me in about 5 to 7 business days, and they would give me these results. Now, these results were huge. Basically, the reason that I had the endometrial scrape done was to determine if there was any infection. If they found any infection, that would have been coming from my remaining fallopian tube. Hence, if they found the infection, the fallopian tube would have to leave. They were either going to have to burn it and tie it or remove it altogether. Because basically, once they do the embryo transfer, if there was any type of infection in that tube, the infection could rise up and basically affect the implantation. So waiting for those results was literally hell. Let me just tell you that. Time just kept going by and I wasn't hearing from them, which of course was making me nervous. So I did end up calling and I spoke to the nurses and I basically, told them I was waiting on those results. It had been about 2 weeks and I was just really curious as to what was going on. She told me that they did have the results, but she was going to need to have the doctor call me back. Freaking out, obviously. So when she tells me that, I'm assuming the doctor's calling me. That's got to be the worst news possible. It obviously can't be a good thing. Well, the doctor did call me back, and let's just say, hallelujah, the tube is staying. No infection, everything is good. I am so happy about that. You have no idea. So, what is the next step? The next step, unfortunately, they found some abnormal cells in my pap smear. So I am going to need to have a colposcopy done. It's another biopsy, basically. This is a little bit scary. They are checking for cancerous cells. So please say a prayer for me. Cross your fingers. I do have that procedure scheduled for Wednesday. Today is Friday night, so basically right after the weekend, I'll be having that done. Like I said, let's cross our fingers and say that everything comes back normal. I have had this done in the past. I am a little bit hopeful. When I was younger, I did have a pap smear that came back abnormal, and they did have to do the colposcopy, and everything basically repaired itself on its own. I didn't need to have anything else done. Let's say it comes back and it is cancerous. There's a couple, depending on the severity, couple different things they can do. They can do a LEAP procedure, and basically what they're doing is burning those cancerous cells off. Like I said, I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm going to say a big prayer that everything is fine. Because as soon as I get the clearance from that procedure, the whole ball starts rolling. And I am anxious, I am nervous, but I am so excited. This has been such a long time coming, so I'm so excited that, it's here. It is about to happen. So, okay, let's be optimistic here. Let's say that I have the colposcopy done and everything comes back normal. So then what's the next step? Next step would be to wait for CD1, cycle day 1. So basically the first day of my period. And I will start birth control for 1 month. Sounds a little weird, right? So what the birth control is for, apparently, it is essential prior to starting my injections, aka stims. Stims is basically short for you're stimulating your body to produce more eggs. That is what those injections ultimately are for. So what the birth control is going to do is it prevents you from developing cysts while you're going through the stims. It regulates everything. So basically, like I said, it will be 1 month of that birth control. As soon as I get my period, following that 1 month of birth control, I will then start my injections. The injections, just thinking about it, scaring me bad. 9 shots a day. 9 shots a day. All right, I am back, and I have my lovely med paperwork. So this is the way that it's going to work. Kind of like read it, go through it. So like I said, cycle day 1, I'm going to be calling the nurse at the start of my menstrual cycle. And basically at that point, I will start my birth control. Cycle day 2, my husband will be instructed to also start one of his medications. It's nothing serious. It's Zithromax. It's a pill. He doesn't have to give himself any injections. I also will be having blood work and an ultrasound on cycle day 2. Cycle day 3 and 4, I will be doing the, God, bear with me because I have no idea how to pronounce these medications. But gonadotropin? Whatever. I'll be doing that on day 3 and 4. Day 5 is going to be begin frequent monitoring. A nurse will call you with your results and further instructions between 3 and 5 each day of testing. I will also have more blood work on that day. And it's going to be, hold on a second. So start that, 1 vial, 75 IU daily dose. It takes 7 to 9 p.m. and 7 to 9 a.m. So that's going to be 2 of the injections. So I'll have 1 of those in the morning and 1 of those in the evening. Cycle day 6 and 7. Same thing, morning and night with that 1 medication. Now we're going to go to cycle day 8. Cycle day 8, we're going to do blood and an ultrasound again. I'm still going to do my injection in the morning and the evening. And at that point, I'm going to be adding, I'm so scared, adding another one. This one, I'm going to be doing twice a day as well. Ooh, hold on. Hubby's calling. Decline. I'm in the middle of this. Cycle day 9, we're going to do some blood work. Still following my injection. Cycle day 10, blood and ultrasound. 11, just the injections. Let's see. Cycle day 12 is going to be another injection is getting added. Then we're going to be at cycle day 13, which is an exciting day. My dog is trying to climb on my lap right now. You can't come up here, sweet love. Cycle day 13 is going to be the evening prior to my egg retrieval. Nothing to eat or drink after midnight, and I can take a break from my injections on cycle day 13. We're at cycle day 14. So this is when we're 2 weeks into these injections. And that's going to be my egg retrieval day. So basically, my body's been stimulated by all these medications. Now we're going in on cycle day 14, and they're going to retrieve all those eggs. Basically gives me the instructions of not wearing makeup, jewelry, contacts, perfume, nothing to eat or drink. I'm going to be admitted to Boston IVF. Cycle day 15, I'm going to be starting another medication. This is going to be, I'm going to be starting estrus 2 milligrams by mouth. By mouth, yes, it's a pill, twice daily. And I'm going to be continuing that until my pregnancy test. I'm also going to be starting a new medication, which is progesterone oil. Scared to death of that one. The needle itself is about that long, and it goes into your muscle right above your butt. So I start that on cycle day 15. Cycle day 16. Nurse is going to call me the day before the embryo transfer. She's going to inform me of the number of dividing embryos. So basically, once they do my egg retrieval, they're going to take Tony's sperm and they're going to implant it into those eggs, and those eggs are going to turn into embryos. They're then going to watch those embryos grow. and they're going to grade them based upon the best quality. We got a cat now. So cycle day 17 is going to be my embryo transfer. They're going to put that baby in me. I'm going to be admitted to Boston IVF yet again. No eating, no drinking, no makeup, no jewelry, the whole 9 yards. This cat is for real. Nana. Let's see. And I'm still going to be doing the progesterone shots at this point. Apparently those progesterone shots I will be doing up until I think 14 weeks into my pregnancy, which is a scary thought because how am I going to sit down giving myself injections daily like that? It's all going to be worth it in the end. Where are we at? So then it's giving me some suggestions for discomfort at my injection site. Ice the area. Massage it with a warm face cloth. A hot water bottle wrapped in a towel or heating pad to the injection site for 10 to 15 minutes after the injection. I've also heard to have my husband massage the area to kind of like break up the oil. So then there's blood work on that day. There is blood work almost every day. Almost every day. We're going to hit now cycle day 24 to 27. I'm still doing my progesterone. Then we're going to hit cycle day 28. And at that point, I come in for my pregnancy test. And basically pray that little embryo sticks. And if everything goes as planned, then I will be pregnant. And I will continue my progesterone shots, like I said, for quite a while into the pregnancy. It helps with miscarriage, things like that. And I'm just going to trust in this doctor that this doctor knows what he's been doing. So I also started some multivitamins. I did a lot of research, and apparently these are all wonderful for pre-pregnancy and the whole IVF cycle. So I'm on a vitamin D, folic acid, biotin, and a CoQ10. I am going to add a couple more multivitamins to the mix. This was kind of just a start. They are pretty damn expensive. And I do have some for Tony as well. All right, so I went over my medications. I went over the results of my most recent test. I told you about my new test that I have to do. And kind of what the whole process is going to be. I don't really think I have much more at this very moment. Like I said, please keep me in your prayers. I really want this to work. I just don't know how I would handle it if I put my body through all this and it doesn't work. I'm going to stay super positive because, you know, just having a negative outlook, I just feel as though that could negatively affect everything. So I would rather go into this with a positive outlook. They have a great success rate over there. And like I said, my doctor has reassured me that, you know, he's really not too concerned about all that. His biggest concern was with my tube. And like I said, everything came back normal for that. So next step is my appointment on Wednesday, and I should have those results back probably within a week. And once I get those results, which are going to be A-OK and perfect, our next step is just going to be to wait for my period and start that birth control. Make it through a month on that birth control, and let's start those injections. I'm so ready for this, and I'm so thankful to everyone that has reached out, everyone that's been following my story. It truly does mean a lot to have people supporting me. So again, I will check in after my appointment. Yeah, I guess that is where we are at. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday, and that is about it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will check back in with you guys super soon.